Hello YouTube, it's Lynn from Perth in Western Australia. I'm just going to do a very quick update on some deflowered seedlings. I made a comment on one of Roger's Orchids videos this morning. It was one he posted on Sunday afternoon, which was yesterday, or for me the day before, about anti-transparence. He's holding up an orchid or a couple of orchids that have got deep pitted spots on them, and he thinks, or a lot of the comments thought, that they may be called from cold, and he's discovered that his inlet fan was not covered, and this could be the reason that he's had cold air coming in, because it's actually winter now in England. And I have the complete opposite at the moment. So any of you that live in Australia would be very familiar with what I'm going to say at the moment. And any of you that follow world weather maps will also know. Looking at a weather map in Australia at the moment, just about the whole of our continent is bright red. So we've got what I'm terming as a red out, which means that we're getting temperatures in excess of 35 degrees up to 40s, and in some areas in Australia could be going close to 50. Now that to me is a death knell for any orchid, and I'm not having such a great time with my seedlings at the moment, and I'm just going to zoom in and show you a few of them. And the reason I'm zooming in to show you is because you can see they've got this white film over the leaves. Now this is an anti-transparent, so you spray it on and it dries. It's actually a liquid polymer, and this is a flask that I've just deflowered this morning, and this is my friend's. It's Phal Schilleriana. I've got various phals here and a couple of dens and something else, but I'm doing this so that they don't all just lose all their fluids from transpiration and they don't completely dehydrate. Now this little one here was doing reasonable. It has no leaves. I'm going to pick it up so you can see. It's got a really good root system, but it's got no leaves. There's the center of the plant. I don't know if it will focus very well, but just there is the center of the plant. Now last week, or before these 40 degrees plus days started, I did have a leaf coming on there. It was very tiny, but it was green, and now it's gone, which means of course I can't keep up my humidity despite spraying these orchids 2 to 3 times a day, or misting them 2 to 3 times a day, and keeping them watered. And I've got water down below to sort of evaporate and give them humidity. It's very difficult. So basically what I'm talking about today is this anti-transparent. Sorry, I put my finger over the lens then. And Roger, what I wanted to say was anti-transparent print also works in frosts. I was reading up on the internet about it yesterday or last evening, because talking to a friend about it, and it does protect from the cold as well. So maybe you'd want to try that. I use a product called Envy, E-N-V-Y, which I get from a very expensive garden outlet, which you need to sort of have an account at. But you can buy it in the big box stores as something else. Now with the Envy that I use, it leaves this white deposit. The one that I can buy in Bunnings, which is our local big box store, apparently that's a clear one, but it's still a liquid polymer. So I'm going to pop down to Bunnings today and see if I can get one. It's quite expensive. It's $15 for 500 mils. With the Envy, I think I'm paying something in the region of $30 for a litre. It could be 1 litre, it could be 2 litres, I'm not sure. Probably 1 litre. But with that one I can dilute it, whereas I think with the other one that's already made up, it's possibly in its diluted stage. But I'm going to get it nonetheless, because at this stage in our summer, and it's only just the beginning of December. We're halfway through December, and this has been going on since the end of November. It's actually been the hottest start to summer that I've ever known in 50 years in Australia. So this is my little story about anti-transparent, and I hope, Roger, that you get something from this. You may want to try, you might not feel it's good for you, but it's just a thought. If you're getting cold on some of your orchids, you don't have to use it on all of them, but the ones where you think there may be a problem, just try it. See what happens. You've got nothing to lose and maybe something to gain. Okay, I'm going to check out now, and I will be posting a couple of other things maybe today or tomorrow, just to show you what's happening and what flowers I've got out. I've got one on Oncidium which I just would like to talk to you about. So bye for now from Lynn in a very, very, very hot climate in Australia, and hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.